Cheyanne Buys with the TKO round one victory over Gloria de Paula. Before we talk about Buys, because we already kind of, did a little bit we already talked about her a little bit, right? Talk about Gloria de Paula, man. How frustrating of a loss does this have to be? Because the fight never got started. And I think that de Paula actually looked pretty damn sharp in the beginning. Footwork was nice, moving in circles, foot in the tire, all that good stuff, man. And all it took. And this is just the one of the explanations for why you'll see so many fighters when they're on their butt scoot a bunch of times till they get up to the cage instead of just getting up. Because I think GSP got rocked by the same type of kick, man. And Eric Anders has also landed this kick on somebody. So this is not infrequent for people to get rocked as they're trying to transition getting up. You always have to be ready no matter where you are in the cage, man. Just give me your take overall.
Gloria de Paula looked amazing, man. I think both of us, when we were texting back and forth, were a little upset that it ended. I guess not upset, but we were a little off put that it ended so quick, because Gloria de Paula was looking sharp. Even Cheyanne Buys in the post-fight presser, she was saying, or not, maybe it had been her ring interview, I forgot which one, but she was saying, she was like, Gloria de Paula came to strike, man. She was looking crisp. Her shots were landing. Everything was looking good. But sometimes, that's just what happens. I mean, I don't really have anything the stars needed to align for Gloria de Paula to stand up and just stand up like that and not put her hand up to block a kick coming in. Because that's anytime I'm thinking about getting off the cage or getting off the mat, I always just think someone's gonna kick me in the face. Like if I'm standing up, the first thing I always think of is just, it's so easy to get kneed or kicked because your hands aren't there. And I know a lot of the time you'll see it happen where it's an illegal knee, but sometimes the refs you'll see the fighters pull up on the other fighter just to get their hands up a little bit, because a lot of people like to stall when they're just putting the hands on the mat. And I don't know. I think we've talked about this before in the show, where I think knees on the ground should be legal. Kicks on the ground should be legal, as long as you're not, soccer kicking people and stomping on their faces and stuff like that. But this was one of those ones where even the media was saying we were that close to seeing an illegal shot. But, in the real fight game, that's illegal. That is legal. Like, that's all good and love and war, even though this is strictly just war. So yeah. I don't know. This was a great fight. I love seeing what Cheyanne Buys did. This was cool. And I'm excited for Gloria de Paula to come back off of such a devastating loss to see what she does in her next fight.
Absolutely, man. So let me just ask you this before we move on this matchup, AJ. In an alternate timeline, right? I keep going down these different rabbit hole theories, right? But in an alternate timeline where Cheyanne Buys doesn't throw that kick for another fraction of a second, and she actually smacks de Paula in her face while she's a grounded opponent, how do you think this changes for both fighters? Like, Cheyanne Buys would then be 0-2 in the UFC. Not only is she the headlock girl, but she's also the illegal kicking people in the head girl, and de Paula finally would get her first win in the UFC. I mean, there would be a drastically different scene right now. What we'd be talking about if a fraction of a second that kick was thrown just a little bit sooner, right?
Oh, it'd be drastic because first off, Gloria de Paula, nobody wants to win that way. I mean, unless you're Aljo Sterling, nobody wants to win off an illegal kick. And I don't even think he did. I think he was just playing the heel, which by all means, I would do the exact same thing. But Cheyanne Buys, what would you rather be known for, the headlock girl or the illegal kick girl? Like, it's such a bad look. And I think if we did see that, we could have saw the end of the Buys family. I don't know if her husband is also going to continue fighting, but he lost his first two. So imagine, those two losing that, the money situation in that household, and then going forward off of the second loss, and she has all the debt coming forward and the loan. That would have been a rough road. That would have been a real rough road. So I'm pretty happy for her that didn't go down like that.
Yeah, that was that storybook ending that normally 9 out of 10 times does not take place, especially in this sport, right? But I will have to say Cheyanne Buys, she secures the fourth fastest strawweight finish in UFC history with 60-second knockout of Gloria de Paula, man. Super duper impressive. And let's not forget, it was the head kick that was followed up by a full mount ground and pound that got her out of there. So it was some extra damage de Paula took on the way out, man. And that was our co-main event, though, man. So, I mean, at least we got some action in the co-main.